Okay, hey everybody. It's time to answer questions. So let's get started. First question from Dark Musician. Been a fan of your vids since I found your Star Wars LPs. Thanks for all the vids. That's not a question. Next question. String Anime. Dora No More video on YouTube. Nuff said. Also not a question. It's it not a okay. Super Walrus, SUPA Walrus. Um, will you do an awkward co-op LP with Mike or another if you already have that? I don't know. Question mark. Um, we do kind of have one. We play Borderlands for about 40 minutes. But yeah, that's all. I'll gladly join in on anything Mike wants to do. Gladly. The problem is neither one of us are motivated enough to organize things, so that sort of thing probably won't happen too often. But you know what? We can always try. I don't like doing co-op LPs too much. I guess mainly because there's much more organization involved. Like usually when I sit down to record, I just record whenever the fuck I feel like recording. But with this, you have to like set up a time and everything, and you got to like try to be funny even if you aren't feeling funny and all that good stuff. So I can see how co-op LPs would be a big pain in the ass. But yeah, if Mike said, "Hey, you wanna do a let's play together?" I'd be like, "Yes, anytime, anywhere." Next question. Anime enthusiast asks, "Man, 3 years. Started following in the summer of 2009. Anywho, is there any game that you will absolutely not LP? If so, why?" Can't really think of any. I guess maybe just there are probably a few games out there just because. Pardon me, I'm yawning. Just because they've been done so many times, I just don't think I'd want to bother. Like Kaizo Mario. Um, I want to be the guy. Pretty much any Mega Man game. Yeah. Anyway, next question. Okay, Olin Hump 2011 has three questions. Number one, why are you always drinking coffee? Because I like coffee. That's what I drink. That's like, some people drink Dr. Pepper, some people drink, I don't know, beer. I drink coffee. I like coffee. Question number two. I loved your Fallout 3 LP. Any hope for New Vegas? Not right now. That game is, it came out broken and it's still fucking broken. I've started playing it about 6 or 7 times. I get about 9/10 of the way through the game and about halfway through the game to about 9/10 of the way through the game, and something happens that prevents me from being able to finish it. Like, oh shit, I did this quest earlier and now it's causing some sort of logical paradox for this quest. Like, I was supposed to go get this item and I got it already a long time ago and I traded it for something else for some other quest. It's like they didn't beta test it very well. Uh, Versus like Fallout 3, Oblivion, Skyrim. With those games, they test them really well, and there aren't any of those problems. And the few problems that are there get fixed almost immediately after it gets released. But yeah, New Vegas. See, New Vegas wasn't exactly made by the same people either. So it was made by some of the same people, but not all of them. Some of it was because the whole Obsidian Entertainment thing and all that. So yeah, right now it's kind of unplayable for me. I I got a mod that's supposed to fix a lot of the problems that game has. Which, first of all, it's bullshit that you should have to download a fucking user-created mod just to fix the goddamn game to make it playable. But apparently that's the way it is. So I will try that out in the future. But I've played the damn thing so much. I'm just so sick of doing it. There's like a specific way I want to do things. Like I want the Brotherhood of Steel and the NCR to work together towards the end and all this shit. And the way it stands right now, it's technically impossible to get everything to work the way I want it to work, as far as the story goes, because you control your own story really in that game, and I have a specific idea for how I want the story to play out, and I just can't do that right now. So, question number 3: how long have you played guitar? I've been playing guitar. Well, when I was a little kid, I I used to play the scale a lot. My chair's really squeaky. I'm sorry. I used to play just a scale. There's a guitar right here. This thing's probably really out of tune. I used to play that all the time from the time I was about 6, 7, no, 8 or 9 probably. From then until I was about 14, that was all I knew how to play on guitar pretty much. And then once I turned about 15, I got a bass guitar. And me and my buddy started playing kind of sort of like a band, only just with a guitar and a bass. And then I actually learned how to play shit for real. So I guess technically I've probably been playing since I was about 15. Next question. Avenged Tony. Avenged Tony also has 3 questions. Now, question number 1. Pardon me. Did you quit smoking? I remember you smoking in the past. At least I think I did. If not, why did you stop smoking during recordings? Yeah, I pretty much quit. I still smoke cigars here and there, depending on what my stress level is like. But, no, I don't really smoke cigarettes anymore. Yeah, that's about the end of that. Question number 2. What made you want to play the guitar? Just lots of music I listened to. What was the first thing I ever listened to? The first record I really got into was Huey Lewis and the News Sports, but that wasn't the one that got me into playing guitar. I guess it was mostly like being a product of the early 90s, mid 90s with like, I used to listen to Green Day and The Offspring and Rancid and shit like that a lot. I guess that probably made me want to play guitar more than anything. Question number 3. Do you play any other instruments? Yes, I play bass guitar and used to be pretty good at the drums back when I had a drum kit in my house. My drummer would come over and leave his drum kit so I could screw around with it anytime I wanted. So I was starting to get pretty good at that, although I doubt I'm any good anymore. And played trumpet in band. I still have a trumpet. It doesn't play that great though. I could probably still play on that thing. And I think I could get really good at piano if I had one. I really like playing them. Pretty much any instrument I can get my hands on, I can learn how to play. I was getting pretty good at harmonica for a while. Don't know what happened to that harmonica. It was a good one though. Anyway. Yeah, so the answer to your question is I play between 2 and an infinite number of instruments, depending on how you look at it. Left eye, right hand. Are you going to do a LP of Mass Effect 3? Well, I haven't done Mass Effect 1 or 2, so probably not. Played Mass Effect 1 for a little bit, but I just couldn't get into that game. It's, I don't know what it is about BioWare games. I just can't play them. Like, I understand that they're very good. I can see why they would be very good. But I just can't play them, except for Dragon Age. I played Dragon Age quite a bit. I never did beat it, though. I just reached a point one day where I just didn't feel like playing it anymore. But yeah, most BioWare games, I just can't get into them. I don't know why. Like, I totally understand. I get it. I understand why a game like Mass Effect would be so good. I just can't play it for some reason. Pardon me. Next question. Pulpetino, maybe? Where the O is a 0? I'm not sure. 3 more questions. Question number 1. Do you plan on buying a PS3 or Xbox 360? Yeah, PS3. Yeah, I want to get a PS3. I just can't spend money on that right now, but eventually I'd like to get a PS3. I'd like to play Metal Gear Solid 4, all the Uncharted games. Little Big Planet, I think, looks fucking awesome. How about you guys? Xbox 360, fuck no. No interest in that whatsoever. Most of the time, when a game is released for the 360, it is obviously using the DirectX API, so it's really easy to port over to PC. So I have a PC. Why bother with an Xbox 360 unless you want unless you want certain exclusives or the Xbox Connect or whatever. But I don't like. I don't really give a shit about Halo or anything like that. So no, I'll never get an Xbox 360. Plus, I prefer to give Microsoft as little money as possible. Question number 2: will you do any more RPGs? Yeah, I'd really like to do a real, true RPG, like a turn-based one, like like kind of like the older Final Fantasy games or something. Only not, because those are way overdone. But I thought about maybe doing like Golden Sun one day. I'd like to tackle something like that just because I've never LP'd a game like that before.